Now it is time for Homer on, Homer on, Homer on. Yeah. Hi there, and welcome to a new episode of Homer on. Alright, so now that we're done with all the New Year's stuff, you know, we did the three things the last 3 weeks. Now, guess what? What is what you're saying? We can move on. And so today on Homer On, I'm going to teach y'all how to make a nice little lunch for all the kiddies out there. And if the kids want to make a lunch for themselves because their parents are just, you know, completely wasted on whatever drug is the epidemic in your area, then they can do that themselves, because let's face it, just to be able to make it to wherever their mommies or their daddies are, you know, passed out in a pile of their own filth, you know, trying to move away all the old syringes and bottles and pills laying around everywhere, will just be a hassle, and just, I'm exhausted just talking about it. Anywho, so I'm going to teach you how to make a good lunch for your kids there, dang it, because we need to take care of our kids. And by we, I mean me, apparently. So, I got some stuff here that we're going to work with. Okay, so first off, what do you need to do for starters? You got to have something to drink today, alright? And so, we want to make sure that our kids, right, are, you know, able to focus as the day goes along. So you want to make sure they have something that's going to keep them awake. And that's why I went into an old Red Roof Inn and got their complimentary coffee grounds, you know, out of their coffee pot. And so that's what I got here. And so, by the way, don't use paper bags, because you want to use plastic bags because they're better for the environment, right? What is it this week? No, it's not good. Well, wait a couple years, it will be. Anyway, here we go. So we're gonna just drop that in there. They can squeeze a little bit. Kids love to do things by themselves, so if you just let them squeeze in there, they'll be all right, I'm sure. Also, want to make sure that you got something nutritious to put in there. So I went and got some fruit. Actually, it's just old orange peels, but you know, that works just as good. They can get something out of them, I'm sure. All right, and then the coup d'etat. Oh, that's Jiminy Cricket's another big word for me. Is a sandwich of some sort. Everyone loves sandwiches. You like Joe? You like a sandwich? Well, who cares? Who asked you anyway? Oh, I did. Anywho, so I went and got me some of this really thin bread. That way you can, you know, have more sandwiches with thinner bread, right? And maybe it'll make our kids thinner, because let's face it, they're big fat fatties. So, room to talk. Anywho, so get you some peanut butter now. Dang it, that's got a lot of nice nutrients in there. Spread it on to you, because this is just got to spread it on thick, you know. Get it on there, both ones. Get it in. All right. So yeah. So we'll set that aside there and get you some sort of meats, you know, because you want them to be strong, have muscles, you know. So I just found, I guess this looks like old pork. I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna put it on here though. There we are. And get you a plastic bag. Now, of course, I'm just gonna, because I'm, you know, handy when it comes to things. I'm gonna reuse the bag we had the coffee in. That way, you've got a little bit of coffeeness in your sandwich. So first off, make sure you got your sandwich squeezed in there, because you want to, you know, make sure you got enough room to put it in there. So it's a good sandwich right here and now. But what you want to do is, because you want to make sure that it's nutritious, because that's what I'm all about. I'm like, I have a food nation in my head. I don't know. Anywho, get you some milk. That's what I got me, some milk here. And just pour it in there. There we go. That's good. That was water. What happened to the evaporated milk? I had the powdered milk. Oh, that wasn't milk? Well, the guy on the street corner said it was going to do good for some bones. What was it? Well, that's weird. How could you confuse Coca-Cola with... Oh. Anywho, so water, just as good. It'll help it go down better. So make sure this is sealed tight there. You know, it's not sealing, but let's pretend that it did. Oh, by the way, don't look at the brand, because they don't sponsor Homer's Workshop, because nobody sponsors Homer's Workshop. Anyway, just throw that down in there. And last but not least, you need to have you some desserts. This seems good enough. Just put that in there. They can figure out how to fix it. Tighten a knot. Here, kiddies. Here's your lunch. Go to schools. Need it. It's the best of both worlds here, folk. Until next time, America.